moisture that's in place. And it's all around the central and southern Appalachians too. That's why there's that flash flood watch that's in effect for a large portion of central and northern West Virginia. Small chance I'll lose some signal as I'm going through some of the higher elevations of the mountains. Welcome everybody to live storm chase mode. Look at the beautiful sky out here. We've got a severe thunderstorm watch that is already out. It's already out from southern Ohio into western West Virginia. And all the way down to the Virginia border, southern, central, and southern West Virginia. There's also a severe thunderstorm warning that is in eastern Kentucky. Keeping an eye on that as well. You should be able to see my location on this. Probably a marathon live stream. I've already got convection that's going up over the higher terrain near Brevard, it looks like, based visually right now. So we're just getting started. A long way to go. I might even end up all the way up into West Virginia later on. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. We got a new location on now. I'm going to have to turn on big-time temperature controls on this. We're going to have that cold air blowing on the phone mostly. Temperatures are in the mid-90s here. Dew points in the middle 70s. Precipitable water in excess of 2 inches across many locations. That Sunburst Falls flood that I covered up near the Blue Ridge Parkway had about 4.5 inches of rain over a few hour period, and that led to about an 8-foot rise coming down the gulch. That's probably what it'll take today to generate flash flooding, or some more widespread lesser totals, but that's a pretty small watershed there also near Sunburst Falls. I'm heading north on the 25. Got a couple new special weather statements also, right? There you can see the severe thunderstorm warning that's out near Stanton, Kentucky, just south of Jeffersonville. A couple of special weather statements near Jackson, Kentucky. All of those are going to be headed toward that southern tip of West Virginia. And eventually, if we can get some terrain lock storms, then we'll definitely have to be cognizant of that. That flash flood potential is quite substantial right now. Thankfully, my mom let me use her car. Everybody say thanks to my mom. We're looking for terrain lock storms. There is a slight risk already across this area. Basically northern South Carolina through western and central North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, eastern Kentucky, all the way up to southern Ohio today. You can see those towers off to my upper left. Those are along the higher terrain of western North Carolina. It's possible that there could be some flash flooding down here as well with those storms that might be able to anchor on the terrain near Brevard. Models are showing a ton of precipitation out here, so gotta stay tuned. Oh, he's pissed. Just pissed. There you can see the Blue Ridge escarpment right in front of me. Definitely got a tower off to my west. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed a high quality stream here. Hey. Oh, no worries. I've got like 6 batteries. I've got a lot of batteries, so. Yep, I've already gone live too if you want to check it out. Thank you so much, though. Thank you for watching out for me. If I didn't have a drone battery, I'd be in trouble. Thank you. All right, check it out. We're live. We are headed north. Look at that big tower right in front of us already. Not incredibly hard, and they'll probably go up a little softer. But we're really looking for some terrain lock storms, flash flood potential. Looks like Western Virginia has some storms that are also developing. It's possible we could end up here in Western North Carolina as well. Kind of a softer base to this storm. East Coast storm chasing. Slight risk. Mountains here. Could easily end up Beckley to Charleston, West Virginia. And you kind of have to get a little bit lucky to get a mega shelf in the higher terrain here. It's harder to find yourself in perfect position sometimes. Thanks everybody for tuning in to this live stream. Kind of a mountain storm chase. We're looking for mountain windbags. We're also looking for flash floods, terrain lock storms. I think it's going to probably take greater than about 3 inches of rainfall over the course of an hour or so to generate a big time flash flood. So the game plan is to get mountain storms, shelf clouds, flash flood potential, mega shelf clouds. We had the big derecho yesterday that we were watching. The green machine out there that went through Sioux Falls. Just an incredible shelf cloud on that storm. Bright green as it went through this area. Wind gusts reported as high as 96 miles an hour up there near Huron, South Dakota. That was where that strongest wind gust was measured. The storm right in front of me is definitely starting to get a little bit more mass, just as the HRRR was showing. North of Brevard over Pisgah National Forest, Looking Glass Falls. Going to be some flash floods out here, more localized further south. But there is a flash flood watch further north that includes West Virginia all the way into southeastern Ohio. It's only 18Z. 18Z. Lock storm. Here is greater than about 2 seconds, and that really shows you the depth of the moisture. Deep moisture that's in place. Look at surface dew points. Mid to upper 70s are quite common down here, especially where you get some greater leaf area, some more evapotranspiration that's happening. So thanks for joining us. We got a new expansion of the severe thunderstorm warning in northern Kentucky. It's to the east of Stanton. Severe thunderstorm watch that is out. includes Beckley to Charleston area. Pennington Gap seems to be getting some thunderstorm activity also. Should be able to see some of the thicker mass up here. See a base on the left side over the higher terrain, so this thing's already starting to produce some rainfall. Probably get a big complex or a windbag that's going to head southeast on the southeastern Ohio toward Charleston. The severe weather threat is a moderate up here in the watch, moderate probabilities. Big anvil right in front of me. Pretty thick, a lot of mass on that. good chance of a windbag today. It's going to be heading out of southeastern Ohio toward West Virginia. We're back. See that tower, a big bubbler in the distance? That's probably developing on top of Mount Mitchell up there. Just now crossing the North Carolina border. Boom. Maybe get into some precip here pretty soon. Great. Starting to get some rain up here already in the mountains. This is in Hendersonville, a little bubbler just to the west of us. Buddy, live storm chase mode. 12 hours straight likely. Working this large slight risk. Also a slight risk for flash flooding, but there is a flash flood watch that's in effect over southeastern Ohio. Large swath of West Virginia, Charleston, down to Beckley. Getting a little bit of rain there right now in Hendersonville. There will be heavy rain down here. Gotta go up and over the higher terrain first. So I hope you enjoy the scenery out here. Flash flood mode has been activated. I definitely see a big time rain shaft out to my west. Look at that rain shaft to the west. Dense rain shaft out there. That's what we're looking at, are these rain shafts. Heavy rain. but that is one target. The antenna on this booster thing fell out, so I got it back in again, Brian. Southern edge of this line, that's the severe thunderstorm warning in southeastern Ohio, and it is heading in the direction of Charleston. You can also see those anvils, though, further up the mountains. I think what's going to happen is as that complex of storms approaches from southeastern Ohio, it's going to be forced up the topography, and it's going to squeeze out that moisture, and you're probably going to realize even greater than what the precipitable water values show. Precipitable water. Now you guys can't say that as fast as me. Precipitable water. Precipitable water. Definitely see the cumulonimbus off in the distance, everybody. You can see the beautiful mountains of Appalachia here as heading up through Asheville, getting on I-26. Beautiful blue skies. You can see cumulus clouds. You can definitely see evidence of the big moisture. Rain shaft off to my west. Not a huge shaft, but it is there. Here's our severe thunderstorm warning, southeastern Ohio. Look at that thing. And there's even a renegade south of Athens, Ohio. I think that's going to be making its way into West Virginia, and there is going to be a potential of flash floods, windbag, severe weather. You hate that when you swallow too much water and then your trachea or something hurts. Not much that hurts worse than that. Here's Hendersonville. Covered some floods out here near Mud Creek for AccuWeather. Thank you everybody for joining us. You may notice a couple features, new features on our stream. We got location now. Look at these storms off to the northwest of Hendersonville. Look at that. See a couple of rain shafts over there that are dominating. But I'm looking at the severe thunderstorm warning in southeastern Ohio that's going to be heading eventually down, dropping in toward Charleston. We're going to be chasing a lot of storms, though, between now and then. It's definitely maturing out near Hendersonville. It's not blossoming like I anticipated, though, so we'll probably end up committing to the windbag there, Western Virginia, maybe near the West Virginia border. storms are trying to intensify off to the west. Not sure if they're going to make it or not. Looks like they pulsed up and pulsed back down again. They're definitely more of the pulse variety. Not as long-lived as you might think. That's what you'll see on the plains, and you get more favorable bulk shear. But when you get the favorable bulk shear, a lot of times those storms are also moving a little bit faster. Big base off to my west. There's the base. Yeah, a little bit of some questionable signal up here as we're going over the mountains. A lot of terrain features that you have to navigate. Looks like north. see some rain shafts looking north of Asheville too, coming back. Flag shows southerly winds, probably related to outflow from this storm. It's all looking mass to get a mega shell western Appalachians. Cumulus that are definitely a consequence of those high precipitable water values, high tropopause, very deep moisture down here. This is my original target if I wanted to head west toward Brevard, but that storm is just not going to the moon right now. The one over the terrain across western North. Warnings. Cloud base north of pretty crisp bases, but it looks like some of them are kind of capped. Keeps going across the mountains, and there is always an accident here south of Asheville, north of Hendersonville. Watching some of these towers to my north. I think Mincher is for the south tomorrow. Is he grow up as well? Turn down the AC a bit. I'm sure that's causing issues for the audio. Boom. Beautiful. Look at those cumulonimbus, everybody. Wow. Yeah, thank you, moderators. we're going through the higher terrain now here in the Appalachians, and then we'll arrive at the it's an MC southern high. Oh yeah. There could even be some greater bulk shear as well. As you can see, there still is that severe thunderstorm warning over southeastern Ohio, north of Jackson, Ohio. Eventually, that's going to be the track of the greatest bulk wind shear, greatest threat for severe wind as well. There are moderate probabilities on the latest watch for severe winds. Damn. It's always an accident here, but we're almost out of it. Getting a lot closer, and then we'll take 26 west, and then eventually head up toward West Virginia, and then wait for that MCV, some of the severe weather associated with the MCV. Storm south of Hendersonville looks like it's starting to take shape a little bit more. An isolated storm is kind of near the Ohio River right now, on the Ohio-West Virginia border. Sunny skies dominating the Asheville area. Cluster of storms coming out of eastern Kentucky. Mesoscale discussion. Really, we're looking for flash flooding. Severe thunderstorm warning also to the west of Cincinnati. Probably another band of precipitation that's going to come in with that. Wow, Baker Mayfield's going to the Carolina Panthers. I guess I'm a Carolina Panthers fan now. Nice. Let's go, Baker. Sweet. Thanks, everybody, for joining me for this live stream. We are stuck in traffic right now, south of Asheville. Accident that's happened here on I-26 happens quite a bit. We're targeting that MCV that's moving through. Yep, stuck in traffic. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those storms west of Beckley end up climbing up the western slopes of the mountains either. Let's see what the flash flood watch looks like. Still goes down through. Beckley is included in the severe thunderstorm watch. That's it in pink. The flash flood watch basically overlaps the severe thunderstorm watch. You've got warnings that are starting to take shape. Southeastern Ohio, north of Jackson. There we go, we're moving. There's a rain shaft off to our west. Likely the mountains are a little bit less than it is. Quite a long until battery heat mode,